area.
It's all right.
You see, I do
Okay,
have a hat.
let me actually find the broadcast here. Oh shit! It's always a pain in the ass for me to find the podcast. If you ever watch any of our PodNynes, the first 5 minutes is always me actually looking for the fucking live thing.
Is there a link or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
post it up on
get it.
Twitter so everybody can. Oh my God! It actually gave it to me. I'm gonna post the link up on Twitter right now. I usually have to keep it open for comments. Someone's trying to video call me. Okay, Twitter. What the fuck is going on?
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are. And you
Yeah.
know what? It's
Hello.
happening right now is the same thing that always happens when we start. It's me trying to actually fucking post shit up. Better question is, do we have viewers?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Hey.
Hi guys. I'm doing the normal thing.
Thank you for joining.
Hello.
Man, I made my room really dark. Bad decision.
Um. All right. I put it on Twitter. PodNyne is live.
Retweet.
Word. Oh, word.
God, I'm getting sweaty already. It's just terrible.
Nice description of yourself there. Yeah, fuck feminists.
Yeah, fuck
That's a
feminists.
good unbiased vibe. Am I gonna have to defend feminists even though I don't want to? I have to decide take a stance I don't want.
Hey,
I
well,
don't.
I'll leave
I'm
that
trying
to
to.
the
I don't against feminists.
I'm trying to bait Anita from Feminist Frequency to come on the podcast, and the only way to do it is to just be like, "Oh, well, you're afraid to come on a panel full of men and argue your way out because you
Couldn't you
don't
just
think you
woo?
can do it
Couldn't
because
you
you're a
woo
woman."
her?
And
I would take the nice approach and woo her to do it. A nice sensual approach.
For one, you can't woo a feminist.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, oh, challenge accepted. All right, well, if we get her to come on, you woo her.
It'll just be however long the podcast is of me hitting on her. Just constantly.
So she will never come back.
Silver lining.
Yep.
Silver lining.
Okay. Matt, you good?
Ready to go when you are.
Well, I put it up on Twitter if you guys want to retweet it out.
I did already.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Ahead of the game.
Joe, you got one follower. You're not gonna.
I got 11.
I
You're
only
wrong.
have
Let me
53,
retweet.
so.
I gotta actually cancel. I'll be right back. Hold on.
It's all right.
This
Oh,
is
we're
shit,
gonna-
it's fine. It still works. That's pretty
Well, I
cool.
wanted to start with Mortal Kombat 10, anyways.
Oh, I'm not gonna know much about this. I'll just keep quiet during this part.
Have you at least seen the Legacy series, Mortal Kombat
Yes.
Legacy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, they're supposedly the director of the movie, which is coming out in 2015, is the one who leaked it because he said that Mortal Kombat 10 will come out when to coincide with the movie.
Why?
Oh, you mean like Street Fighter, the movie, the game?
No, not to say that they're tied in. They're not saying that they're tied in, just saying, to maximize popularity for both formats. Pretty much. All I know is this. And
Probably be a really good movie.
what'd you say?
I said I have high hopes for the movie. It should be pretty good.
I do too, especially if it follows Legacy. Legacy is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But the one thing I hope they
Is
don't do in
the,
Mortal Kombat 10, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tweet it to Ed Boon, even though he never responds to anything because he's terrible. Don't remove the block button from Mortal Kombat. Please don't remove the block button from Mortal Kombat ever.
Why were they talking about doing that?
No, but they did it in Injustice, and it's scary.
Yeah. It kind
Yeah,
of
but
threw
I
me
think
off
they
my
did
game
it
since
in
they don't have
Justice
it.
just to change it up.
Yeah. Well, I just really hope they don't fucking get rid of the block button, because the block button is so... I don't know. It's Mortal Kombat. You need it.
What do
not a
you
guard
honestly? What do you honestly think they can change between MK9 and MK10 that'll make the game feel fresh and new?
I hope they don't change anything. I hope they have 2 seasons of DLC characters.
No, but I mean, like, I don't want it to just be the same game rehashed, like with better graphics. Like, you know what I mean?
You mean like
More
what
char-
Nintendo's doing?
More characters. That's all
Yeah,
you
but
really can do.
yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah, but I would like to think that they can change it up more than just adding more characters. Like, add a new element to it. Not to say that they need to change the formula. The formula's good, but
I would like it the way that it is. Just tighten up the mechanics a little bit.
maybe
Yeah,
make
probably make it flow a bit smoother through.
Make it more
transitions
balanced. They have a lot of time right now. If it's supposedly in development, make the game more balanced.
Yeah, seriously. Don't fuck Sub-Zero and make it so he's garbage against over half the roster. Please.
And then find out who Perfect Legend likes and nerf them before the game's release. So he doesn't win Evo with them. No, you know what? I'll say this, and then since Matt's the only other fighting game fan here, the only one that's understand. Hire more pros to balance the game before it comes out.
Oh, I understand
Like
that.
Like what they did with Injustice.
Yeah, they had a lot of testers on Injustice.
Yeah, hire more pros for testers and diversify. Take Street Fighter people, take Marvel people, Mortal Kombat and Injustice people.
Why? How many testers did they have on MK? Just like Perfect Legend and a handful of others?
Yeah, they had just Mortal Kombat testers, but I'm saying take testers like this time they did Arturo Sanchez and Noel Brown, right?
Yeah.
For Injustice. That's what I'm saying. Like branch out. Take people from other games that are pros in other games.
Makes
Try and get
sense.
Justin Wong to help. Definitely get Noel Brown back because he's probably gonna need some money. Maybe some bail money. Next time he punches his girlfriend in the face. Oh,
Is
let's
he
talk
still
about
in
that.
jail?
Let's do that because even if you don't play fighting games, you can chime in on this one. So I don't know if you guys know who Noel Brown is, but he's a fighting game player who got arrested at you got arrested as CEO, right? Matt?
CEO.
Yeah, he got arrested at CEO. It was a fighting game tournament in Florida.
Yeah, you got arrested as CEO.
Yeah, for pushing his
Hold
girlfriend.
on, let's clarify so we don't piss Jabali off. Don't piss
Yeah.
Jabali off. He got arrested after CEO at the hotel.
All right, he got arrested after CEO because his girlfriend cheated on him, and allegedly he hit the dude and then pushed his girlfriend.
Well,
Do you think he was rightfully imprisoned? But nobody wants to answer.
I mean,
Maybe.
technically, yes.
Maybe.
No.
The correct answer was no.
The correct
There was a
answer
correct
was
answer.
no.
Well, I'd say from a moral standpoint, no, but from a law standpoint, yes. But I'm
Well,
not
fuck
saying
the
that the law
law.
is perfect and that it's infallible, but I wouldn't have put him in jail.
Joe, I was really hoping you were going to chime in on this. No, do it,
That
Joe.
was- that-
Do you
that-
think it's
that-
okay?
that was- No, because that is not right.
What part? That's a wicked vague response.
Do you even know what we're talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I just don't want to answer.
Why don't you want to answer? Just answer.
Well, if you want to take my advice for it, yes.
That's still a...
What?
But
What are you saying yes to?
No and yes.
yes.
No. Yes.
Yes to the no.
I'm so
Joe, do you think it's
lost.
okay that this dude hit another dude and then pushed his girlfriend after
How
he
hard?
found out she was cheating?
It depends on how hard he pushed her.
He has a
Well,
point.
did he get arrested for hitting the dude, or for pushing his girlfriend, or for both? I'm
Well,
assuming both.
I'm assuming both, but really, you think a police officer is going to arrest you and be like, why'd you hit this guy? And be like, because you fucking my girlfriend. The police officer will be like, oh, okay. You pushed your girlfriend under arrest.
True. That's true.
You also got to think of the scenario, too.
Weren't you saying that she was trying to get him out?
Yeah, she was trying to get him bailed out after she got him put in jail.
Well then, yeah, I don't think you should have been in prison in that case. I mean,
You also
I
got to
wouldn't
think of the
have,
scenario,
but,
too.
Yeah.
He probably walked in after losing to an injustice and saw a dude pounding his girlfriend, and then went to go hit him, and the girl probably grabbed him and was like, no, it's not what it looks like. And then he pushed her away and was like, get off me, bitch. And then to jail.
Right, exactly how it happens.
And that's how it happened in my head.
I think we can
All right,
blame,
we
we can blame fighting games for that one. He wouldn't have punched
Yeah.
him if he wasn't playing fighting games.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
that's
He
what
probably
it is.
wouldn't have done it, but he went and worked at NetherRealm, and probably made
What
him
did
violent.
they say? Car with the unblockable.
Yeah, and it said, oh, what was the other one? Oh,
Bionic
shit.
arm.
Oh, five bars isn't enough to hold Noel Brown back. Oh, what do you say? Oh, did he hit her with a standing H? That was the other comment. That was funny.
Wow.
And I think someone put combo breaker in there, and that was good. All right. I think we're in enough. We can talk about next gen.
Next gen.
Let's talk about next gen. Let's go down the
Right.
line. We'll start with Alex. What system are you eyeing? You're a PC gamer too, aren't
If I
you?
was to get I'm almost a PC purist. If I was to get a console, since I'm more of a single player, it'd probably be PS4.
Ah, thank you.
No, okay.
But that being
I'm
said,
going to
not
be the
getting a
only
console.
person to pick what I'm going to pick.
I'm not getting a console though, so it doesn't matter.
What are you gonna pick, Joe? You're gonna get the fucking Ouya? That's your next console?
Ah,
The Xbox
Yeah, go Joe. What are you gonna
One.
get?
The Xbox One.
Your mom's gonna buy you an Xbox One?
it's more expensive. She won't buy that.
If you're a good boy, that's
Well,
what
what-
you're getting for Christmas.
I guess.
Why do you gotta explain? Why do you want an Xbox One over a PS4?
Never have liked the PS entertainment.
You saying you
Or
gotta go
whatever
to the
they bring.
bathroom?
I don't know if that's a
Yes,
valid
No,
reason.
that ain't what came out of my mouth. But you can
That's
go
what you
ahead
said,
and
I
say
gotta-
that
I gotta-
to try and be
you said-
funny.
I gotta take a piss.
I don't
Hey.
accept that answer.
Joe, do you know that when you're on Xbox One, you can't communicate with your friends who are on Xbox 360, right?
I don't care.
You don't
I'll be
care. You
playing
don't got friends, so you don't care.
Yeah, I don't got friends.
You need a PS4. You're buying the wrong console.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed
Yo.
in you.
I'm very
Even
disappointed in you, Joe.
I'm gonna pick a PS4. I'm gonna pick PS4 over Xbox One.
Everybody here is gonna pick the PS4.
I'm sorry. I want Microsoft to smooth out all their problems and change
This
policies.
discussion should be over because everybody knows that everybody here is going to pick
Yeah,
the
but
PS4.
I want to hear people's reasoning. That's the point of the question.
I picked
I
the lesser
prefer
of two
PS4
evils.
simply because it's cheaper when it comes out, and they're gonna have less problems than Microsoft's gonna have. Microsoft's gonna have a lot of backlash when Xbox One comes out because of their policies on certain things.
And how they're able to be reverted.
Didn't they go back on most of their policies already?
Yeah, but I mean, there's still, I don't want a Connect watching me all the time. I do strange things in my living room.
Why does it?
Touche.
Yeah, touche. That's right.
You can turn it around. Something
if-
you could
You can turn it around, sure, but I mean, it will still hear you. If the government really wants to see my taint,
Wait a
I mean,
minute.
by
No,
all means.
no. What are you doing in your living room? I just
What am I doing or what am I gonna do? I mean, if there's a Connect and I know it's on all the time, I'm gonna be like, fuck it, showtime. And then it's gonna show a bunch of strange things.
No time.
So
I'm
as a
gonna buy it.
chance, someone's
I'm
gonna
gonna-
see you fondle yourself. You're just
Not
gonna
only
go
that,
for it.
I'm gonna get a petting zoo in here. I'm gonna rent it out for the day.
Wait, are you still naked in the petting zoo, or is it two separate?
Dressed up in a gorilla suit. It's gonna be on.
Oh, so you're part of the petting zoo.
Yeah.
Okay, just clarifying.
You know you want to see a giant man in a gorilla suit just go around and violate everything in a petting zoo.
I never argued that. I didn't want to, so.
See? Well, that's why I'm getting the PS4.
So, no, you made this whole hypothetical situation, like 3 hypothetical situations, and you're never gonna actually do them.
Well, I
Never said
could.
that.
But you're
I
not.
could.
But we'll never
Like-
know because it's not being recorded.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. I might actually get the Xbox One first.
I should be a Microsoft salesman.
Yeah, see, I should be a Microsoft salesman.
But I just convinced you to switch.
That's true.
Actually, I convinced you to convince yourself to switch.
I'll even like seduce whoever's watching on the other side. I'll like bring it. I'll come in and sit down like I just got a pizza from Domino's, and I'll open the box, and it'll be my hog. And they'll be like, "You ready? You ready to do this? Connect on." And then,
Is there gonna be no pizza in there, or is there like just one slice taken out?
No, it's gonna be cut out in the middle. You know how pizza places used to put
So
the
wait,
table
no.
in there?
So wait, in this whole thing, you're getting your like you're getting your genitals all greasy from pizza, assuming it's not scalding hot still.
Some people like pain with their pleasure,
Okay.
and some people like pizza.
All right. I'm done.
Yeah. All right, Kyle. Why do you want a PS4?
Instantaneously, PS4. Better exclusives.
Are you
Yeah,
shitting
Naughty
me?
Dog's been on the ball.
That's the only thing I'll stand up for on Microsoft on this one is that they're gonna come out with 15 exclusives by the end of the year.
What are they?
But they're not PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, but how many of those will be downloadable? How many of those are honestly going to be hard disk?
Think about it right now. They have one of the most killer exclusives. What is
Killer
it?
Instinct.
Yes.
It's free to play.
Yeah, well, it's free to play. Use that very loosely.
You get it, and you have 2 characters. You buy the rest.
Yeah, but I mean, if you buy the pack with it, you just get the whole thing. You get the whole game. I still want
So-
to answer if there's going to be a solid copy of the game.
I was just about to ask that. Or is it going to be
I
digital only?
I honestly still have no idea if there's a solid copy of the game.
You think they would make one. But if it's free to play, that doesn't really work with the model.
Well, what exclusive is moving it for you, Kyle?
Well, The Witness.
What is that?
That's really exclusive?
Yeah, it's gonna be a PS4 that moved to PC.
Oh,
As far as
sweet.
I know, it's not on 360. Yeah,
PC
Jonathan
Master
Blow's
Race.
new game.
But didn't Braid come out on Xbox first?
Yeah, and he said that his experience with Microsoft sucked dick. Not verbatim, by the way.
That's a direct quote. We're gonna need to hear
That
this.
is a direct quote. from
Someone
Jonathan
tweet
Blow.
at Jonathan Blow, see that's going on.
Yeah, somebody tweet that to John Blow.
We're gonna actually everyone
Stop.
tweet that, and we're gonna need really see if he said that or not.
Yeah.
Not
I'm gonna
verbatim.
invite Jonathan Blow on the podcast. And he won't come.
Oh well, that just reminded me that PS4 has been self-publishing, if I remember properly. But the Xbox One it could possibly be its own dev console.
They
by
just
the
turned
normal one.
turned that around too, like whatever their policy was on indie games. But they're like, I don't know, they're changing stuff too late. They've already made people angry. I'm still salty about it. I don't know. Matt,
Yeah.
why do you want a PS4?
Well, you already know I have my PS4 pre-ordered, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting PS4, and the reason that I'm getting
Matt's a
PS4
PS fanboy.
Ah,
hardcore,
It's not
fanboy.
necessarily a
hardcore.
bad thing.
No,
Fanboy, anything's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
don't say.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna blatantly go and be like, Xbox is shit. I don't really care. I play on PlayStation. You know,
Yeah,
I've
he
been
doesn't.
playing on
He's not
PlayStation
like
for over 10 years.
he's not like a trolling fanboy.
It's just
What
what I
the
play
hell?
on. But no, my
What?
reasons for wanting it, other than there's gonna be, just like PS3, you'll be able to take out the hard drive and put it in a different hard drive, which is a huge sell for me.
Is there
It's
two
not
Joes?
region
Yeah,
locked.
why are there two
Yeah.
Joes?
And
That's the worst nightmare in
Wait.
the world.
One Joe's frozen.
Joe.
Looking at Greg.
and as far as exclusives go, I've got 3 exclusives that sold me on the system.
Yeah.
Those are Killzone Shadows Fall, 1886 The Order, and Infamous Second Son.
I can't wait for Infamous. I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, that game was still fucking good.
Oh yeah. All right. Hold on. Joe,
What?
spit a rap real quick.
No.
I gotta check something.
Oh.
Yeah. Joe, come on.
Your
18
rap's
player.
crap.
What'd you say?
Your rap's crap, man.
Sounded like you said giraffe's crap. All right. So, who wants to talk about Phil Fish?
That guy.
Is everybody aware of the Phil Fish situation?
He took his ball and
Yes.
went home.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, right? Because he said, "I'm going to take my money and run."
No, well,
I take the money, I run, you guys win, I quit, or something along those
Okay.
lines.
Thanks for being this encyclopedia.
Hey,
the
we
ball
need
and
to
this.
explain this. We need to explain the situation, Joe.
I can do it pretty well.
Yeah, do it.
Let the
Kyle,
encyclopedia
explain the
do it.
situation while I put up on Twitter that we're about to talk about Phil Fish.
All right, so Game Trailers had a podcast where they're talking about Screw Jonathan Blow and Phil Fish because they were asking them about Xbox One, I believe, policies. They wouldn't give any info, so they pretty much said that they don't understand how important the media is for the developers, and if they have any new news, we're not going to carry it because you guys told us to screw off and actually research it. Jonathan Blow handled it really well, as he does, like with the Japanese ordeal. And Phil Fish, being how he is saying, compare yourself to me and kill yourself. Almost verbatim, by the way. So pretty much he got into this huge fiasco between him and a lot of people online, and he said, I end Fez 2, and goodbye.
In his defense, it was a Futurama quote. It was not. He did not quote it as Futurama quote, but it was from Futurama.
Yeah.
Still, in horrible taste. And
Yeah.
But regardless, and not Joe. Kyle sent me. Sorry. Kyle sent me a video that was like an extra from the special edition of the Indie Game, the movie, right? It was an extra thing. When he made the comment about Japanese games sucking.
No, modern Japanese games suck.
Modern Japanese games suck.
I did not see that
Okay.
extra.
Well, what he said after it was the lady asked him after the blow up of it, what do you think about everything that you are saying becoming a headline? And he said that he basically said that he loves it, that people, whether they love him or hate him, are talking about him.
Let's not forget he's also the person that said PCs are used for nothing more than spreadsheets, so he can go fuck himself. I'm never gonna forget that.
I know. He says stuff like that, and I have to really watch my mouth of what I say about Phil Fish because I am a lot like Phil Fish. I am. I make bold statements on my videos a lot. I do. The difference between me and Phil Fish is that I don't get frustrated like a little child and then run away and get upset after. I actually can defend myself with what comes out of my mouth.
And you don't lock your Twitter.
And I don't
block
I don't
people like
I
me
don't
and
block-
you
Yeah, Phil Fish blocked me
and me.
and
Not
Kyle
me. Not me.
I wasn't in on it around the time.
after the kill yourself fiasco.
Pretty,
I
I'm
sent
pretty
about
sure that you'd have.
huh? Matt.
Still there?
So I sent about 20 tweets
What?
Phil Fish's way, and then all of a sudden,
Oh no, I said
account
I'm
got
pretty
blocked.
sure you also have the maturity not to tell your customer base to kill themselves.
I know I wouldn't, and people would think that I would tell Joe to go kill himself all the time. Which way are you?
He's that
Joe?
way. Yeah, don't
Yes,
point at me. You don't even know me yet.
No, I'm saying I've said some horrible things to Joe on podcasts and blah blah blah. I've never told Joe to go kill himself. I wouldn't say that to an individual person. And when I start fights online or I make a video that's a rant, I usually take like a whole publication or something like IGN or GameStop. Like I'll say shit about a corporation. I'm not gonna be like, fucking Wendy from GameStop is a dirty cunt. I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
You know?
No, also
I
it's
won't-
about timing.
I won't pick someone out individually.
It's about
Huh?
timing, because I mean, he might have said that whether it be joking or not. But regardless, if he's in the spotlight, that's a terrible time to say something like "kill yourself." Or
Well, it's the other thing too. Is like I say a lot of I make a lot of bold statements. Like I went on in one of my videos, I said PC sucks. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I still get shit every day. I get things saying that I'm a faggot and blah 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 blah. I can
I wouldn't
defend
call
him
you
down.
faggot over that, but
He's a big. I know, but he's a big figurehead. He's a big person after any game in the movie and Fez and blah blah blah. He's a big person. He's the head of a company now.
Yeah, as a developer,
So-
you need to hold what you say to a higher regard.
Besides the fact you need to hold what you say to a higher regard, you can't. If you're representing, he's not just indie now. He owns a company. I forgot the name of the company because
Polytron.
I don't care. Huh?
Polytron.
All right. Well, he's a business owner now, so he needs to watch what he says, or not necessarily watch what he says. Just make sure he's got enough to back it up. You can't get angry and then say something and then get mad when you poke the bear and people actually fire back at you to the point where you cancel the development of a game, which is a sequel to a game that actually kind of sucked.
wasn't
I didn't
that
ever
do
hear of the
decently well?
game.
Fez 2 was broken.
Outside of taking way too long to develop, didn't it? I thought it did
Yeah, it
decently
did pretty well. Like Steam
It
Summer
did well.
Sale, they did more sales than their first launch week.
Didn't they
But-
just
So it
fix
sold
it
really
on
well.
Xbox?
No,
And,
here's
yeah,
what happened.
since
It had a
Microsoft
game.
reverted
It had a
their
game.
policies, they
It had a
updated it.
game-breaking glitch. He did one patch and it corrupted people's save files. And when people were like, "How come you're not going to patch the game?" He said, "Microsoft's policies and what you have to pay for a patch is so ridiculous that we can't do it." And he's like, "I refuse to do it." And then Microsoft pulled that policy, and he didn't patch it.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Recently,
Yeah, I
though.
heard he patched it.
Recently.
Yeah.
How long ago did Fez come out?
I'll check
Last
right
year
now.
on Xbox, this year on PC.
Whoa!
That internet connection, though.
Oh man.
You sound like a dying robot. that was awesome.
Well, now he's gone. So great acting.
I know. I don't know. It's we just lost a bunch of viewers.
Really?
It must have been Phil Fish sympathists.
I
But
couldn't.
any of you guys got anything else to add about Phil
Was a
Fish?
feel fish.
Don't block people. Have open
Yeah.
opinions. Don't be a dick about it.
He doesn't have to be on Twitter. I mean, like, he
Yeah,
doesn't
that's true.
have to have a Twitter.
But he loves it, he says.
No, he said he hated it then. He said, I hate
Yeah.
this industry.
No, he
Yeah,
says
but-
it's his industry, but he does like being in the limelight.
He did
So-
say that in the indie game, in the special edition that Kyle sent. He said that he loves it. As long as people are talking about him, he doesn't care. Good or
He
bad.
doesn't act like it.
Well, you know, but think about who his picture is for his profile.
Exactly.
Andy Kaufman.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think he's a bad representation of indie devs.
Well, here's the question. You guys think he's gonna be back in like a month or so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
he'll be
have
back.
no doubt that he didn't cancel Fez 2 or
I
whatever
don't think
works he's
so.
actually
back.
going on.
And he'll have all the
He'll be
20
back.
girls who swoon over him, feeling bad, being like, "You guys need to leave Phil Fish alone."
Fez 2.
Leave Phil
he's
Fish
not.
alone! I'm serious!
Oh, your camera that really fits that
You-
though.
Even though he said some stupid shit, I would think he's intelligent enough to not let his company go under. So I would
I
imagine.
really don't know anymore.
You know what sucks? Like as his personality, I fucking hate. But as like his viewpoints in the industry and stuff, and like the passion he has for when he's talking about games, I like that in a developer. Like I wish more developers were like him
Yeah.
in the development sense. I just
But
hate
not
his
the social
personality.
sense.
Like if I saw him at PAX and like we were having some drinks out at a bar, I'd probably punch him in the face.
Then you'd go to jail. Punch in
No,
the face,
actually,
Push
because
your girlfriend, you're in jail.
Hey, you can go
No,
chill with
you're-
Noel Brown.
you're a new guy. You don't understand that when the 9 Volt Games crew went to PAX the first year that Matt went, I think I killed a homeless man and I got away with it.
Well, now
did.
it's
He
now everyone
murdered
knows.
him.
This is the first time it's been on the internet.
No,
Okay,
Oh.
making sure.
I could hit Phil Fish and get away with it. He goes to PAX East.
Didn't you say he was there?
Yeah, he was there. The first year that I went, he was showing off Fez with a broken kiosk, which I thought was hilarious when I saw it in Any Game the movie.
Oh, I saw that in the movie.
Because I think Justin went over to go play Fez, and he was fucking around with stuff, so they couldn't play it. and then after that, we still supported him by people from 9 Volt Games buying Fez when it came out. He's such a dick. Now he blocks people from 9 Volt Games because we tell him to calm down and apologize.
Even if he has a good point and we're on his side, he still blocks us. Stupid.
I'm on his side. I just want him to grow up.
Yeah.
And if Craig from 9 Volt Games tells you to grow up, you should probably grow up.
I don't know if I should laugh at that. I don't know you well enough yet.
No,
No,
I can be pretty immature.
sure, I'll find out.
No, but like I said, like if you go to some, like I occasionally will put up on Twitter, like someone will say something to me and I'll serve them back, but I won't resort to telling them, go kill themselves or using something homophobic or blah blah blah. I won't resort to that. I can argue intelligently. But if you're someone who's actually intelligent, and Phil Fish is intelligent, argue intelligently. That's all. And grow some fucking skin.
No, and I should
Even
point
Joe can
out
handle
that
himself better.
Jonathan Blow was also in the Japanese fiasco, and he also said that he didn't like modern Japanese games, but he handled
He
it
did a
well.
good job. Yes.
Yeah, he
So-
doesn't try to piss people off. He
needs to
tries to
learn from
explain
him.
his thoughts. And
I
that's
love
something
Jonathan Blow.
That,
Whoa.
I
Big
do.
statements.
Jonathan
Big
Blow.
statements today.
What? Jonathan Blow is awesome.
I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying you're making big statements.
Even if
Around love.
even if he says something that I don't like, after he explains it so well, then I'm like, I see your point. I can't even get angry at the guy. I'm like, you made Braid. No.
I don't-
No, we don't have big Braid fans here. I know
I
me
mean,
and Kyle are.
I
Yeah.
liked it. I played it.
Fucking love Braid. I beat Braid so many goddamn times. Me and Kyle did speed challenges against each other in Braid on Twitter.
it's a fucking great game.
Joe, did you play Braid?
No.
I don't play that Super Mario Brothers clone. That's what I expect. Come on, your mouth.
No. I'll have to try it sometime.
You never played
You don't
Braid?
need nothing or shit.
No.
It's just some
you doing?
dude hopping around.
Were you too busy playing Call of Duty at the time, or?
No, it's too getting
Maybe
nothing
some-
because I haven't been playing like
Playing
literally
some-
nothing.
Playing some Grand Theft Auto?
Well, you've had 5 years to play the game, Joe.
Yeah, you've had a long time to play the game, Joe. And I think I've even
Half a
suggested it
decade.
to you.
You may have, I don't know.
Well, the next time
I'll
you
check it out
next time you
sometime.
kill a hooker, just take her money and give it to your mom and tell her to give you the credit card so you can buy bread. All right. Anybody have anything else to add about Phil Fish
I
before we
got
get into the
one
big
thing
one?
that does not have anything about the topic. I couldn't watch Indie Game the movie because of him. I'd stand him.
You could have skipped past his parts.
Yeah, it's like 1/5
I
the
tried.
movie.
I tried to, but he kept coming into my mind. I couldn't stand it.
Did you not like him or the beard? Which part?
I didn't like anything about him.
Joe, you're arguing like Phil Fish
about
right
him?
now. And
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
are.
it.
I'm
Why
waiting
didn't you
for
like
the
him?
go
Give
kill
us-
yourself.
Give us a valid point. Now's your time to shine,
He-
Joe.
He's too much of a hipster. I mean, look at him. He's got that
He is a
beard
hipster.
So wait, you're saying because the way he looks, you hate him?
and the way he sounds. He talks.
I'm learning a
The
lot.
way he.
He's Canadian.
So
Yeah,
you're saying you hate all Canadians?
you don't like
One of the
hipsters
worst
or
things.
Canadians?
Nothing good comes out Canada. Canada.
Canadian.
Nothing good comes out of Canadian.
Really?
Oh
I'm so glad I
oh my
didn't
god,
know.
Joe.
Nothing good comes out Canada. Boys.
Indie Game the movie was a Canadian film.
Wait, no, Canada
Well,
gave us
that
some
other-
actresses. Hold on. Canada
They gave us
some
floppy heads in South Park.
They gave us some
Yeah.
actresses.
Joe, every time you listen to that Titanic song and you cry, just remember Celine Dion is Canadian.
Oh, I hate Celine Dion.
I don't watch the Titanic.
No, but you go to high school dances and try and dance with girls, and they say no, and it's always that song from Celine Dion, from Titanic. And then this is a scenario I'm making up in my head as I go. This is Joe at a high school dance. Hi, you want to dance with me? Get the fuck away from me, Joe. I heard what you said on PodNyne about unconscious women. The
Ellen
song
Page
changed in my
comes from
head, though.
Canada.
It just
Rachel
became-
McAdams comes from Canada.
Who?
Rachel McAdams, Ellen Page.
Rachel McAdams, the large order of teeths, hold the gums. Yes.
Yes. Ellen Page.
Juno.
Yeah, Juno or Kat from X-Men, whatever her name is, the one that goes through
Kitty
walls.
Pryde.
Yeah, that was
Totally.
close.
Ellen Page is totally who they modeled Ellie after in Last of Us, by the way.
There
Every time I see that girl, I see Juno.
have to be more actresses. Canada really didn't do much. They have
No.
bacon ham.
They also got fries and gravy.
Apparently,
Poutine.
Jim Carrey's from there.
No kidding.
Well, that's one good thing.
According to
No,
Google
right now it's
Images.
not a good thing. He's being a little bitch about Kick-Ass 2.
Oh yeah.
I don't
He
care. I
got all
like
the money.
Ace Ventura.
I think he was just upset because didn't Sandy Hook happen right after that film? That was filmed.
Well, then
I
you don't
think
complain
that-
about it and just donate the money.
He did
'cause
donate the money.
It's
No, donate his entire pay if he feels really that
Didn't
bad
he?
about it.
I thought he did.
No, he didn't. Wanna know why? Because he's a grubby asshole.
Oh,
And I can't wait to see him in Kick-Ass 2 because I know he did a great job.
and outside Justin Bieber comes from Canada, so
Huh?
Oh no, that's
So I
a very
retract
bad
all
thing.
statements.
It's the
I
worst
retract
thing that's touched this
everything.
planet.
from it being good.
Hey, you know what's
Justin
good about
Bieber-
Canada?
Justin Bieber is awful.
They're America's
no copyright laws. Right?
But if you get one DUI, you lose your license for life.
really.
Yeah, they're super
Wow.
strict on that.
Sounds great for the most part. Just don't want to lose my license for life.
Free
Should
health
probably do
insurance.
that. He doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, there's that.
But
St.
then
Catherine
there's
Street,
French Canada.
Montreal.
What about French Canada though? You don't like French Canada.
I don't understand what you're talking about right now.
French Canada, people hate them. I've been there, Quebec.
Oh,
Most people are assholes there.
well, they're really good at putting wood paneling on stuff.
There's
You
a
know,
town.
I got fans from Canada, and they're probably the ones that just left. So let's
I mean, they're
let's move on
notoriously
here.
nice, so I
Well, I
mean,
mean, I
nothing
like that. It's
against the
not a
people
horrible
there.
country. It's just Quebec. Everything else is cool. Quebec, no. I do hand signs, but they're below the camera. I love Canada, though.
Even my Canadian fans are probably apologetic. They're like, you know what, Craig, I'm mad at you, but I still like you.
Sorry for what Quebec is.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back because whoever just left came back. So we're gonna do the big one. Anybody have anything else to add about Phil Fish and why they hate Canada?
I don't hate Canada. It's
I
why
don't
you
hate
hate Phil
Canada either.
Fish and Canada.
I hate Canada because of Justin Bieber. But there you go.
No, just hate Justin Bieber.
They
Okay, I
got
hate
him
Justin
out of
Bieber.
there.
You love Justin Bieber. You're starting to style your hair like him. That's what you're doing.
You start
The
spitting on
gel
your fans
came
too.
out.
It's all good now.
All right. Someone do a filler question real quick. I'm trying to pull somebody into PodNyne
Filler
for the big
question.
one.
Why do two people here like PC over consoles?
No, we're not doing that because that'll be another hour that we don't need.
Because when you buy consoles, I'm buying it GTX 770. That's why. It's the same.
Hey,
Of course,
hey.
it's the same price.
Or you could sell your current one and just get a 780.
Ooh.
Yeah,
No,
780.
I only
is
have,
a pretty
I only
good
have a
card.
560 now, though.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
I am too. I have a 770 or a 7700.
I have
7770.
enough.
Sorry, it's a lot of
Enough
sevens.
of the
I
enough
tried-
of the PC talk.
I'll just get a Titan. I'll just get a $1,000 graphics card. That's what I need. You know, let's grab two.
I like consoles. I like consoles over PCs because I play fighting games, and I don't feel like waiting 2 years for it to release after the console release.
See, there's
Yeah,
a
how's
point
that?
I will
Yeah.
appreciate.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong against consoles. Like, definitely what pushes them is exclusivity, which I don't dislike, but I do enjoy the ability to have a computer almost anywhere and just play on that.
I like MMOs. There's my huge thing.
PC gamers
that's-
probably won't get GTA 5.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah,
will.
they're not gonna give her that money.
They'll probably
it's
actually
later
get
on.
a superior version
You
with
kidding
a
me?
lot of mods.
Look at GTA 5. Do you have any idea how many mods are out for GTA 4 right now?
Yeah, but GTA 4 got pirated when they released it, and they lost a lot of money.
Everything
Well,
is
if
pirated.
we want to get into this conversation, it's kind of a very long road.
Save
No,
this
this-
for next
this-
time.
This conversation is gonna go on next week.
All right.
Oh, so
All right.
I will have a PowerPoint ready.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're laughing, but I'm gonna have a presentation.
let's do the big one so we can wrap this up and actually keep it PodNyne at an hour, like I say.
Oh, well, I was never informed at the time.
I
Oh
thought
no,
that-
you know
that
what?
was-
I always say in a PodNyne, I'm like, all right, we're gonna keep this up to an hour, and then I end up doing PodNyne for 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
Okay, I'll make sure to constantly go for at least an hour and a half.
Okay. Feminism, Kyle, you were so good at explaining the last one with Phil Fish. Do you want to explain this one with Anita from Feminist Frequency?
I'm not confident in myself in doing it as
All right.
it should be.
Well, I'll explain other situations. You just explain the video that the tropes in gaming.
Ugh.
All right. You want to go first?
No, because mine's gonna roll into a fucking rant. So just you go first. Because once I
Okay,
start,
so-
I'm not gonna stop.
Okay, so Anita Sarkeesian started a series on YouTube after having a Kickstarter that actually inflated to an amount that I am almost embarrassed of, to create a series called Tropes versus Women in Video Games. Currently, she's doing one of the women being used as items that are just used to be achieved as a goal, damseling. So she's pretty much just been saying how games are, or even the smallest ones who are subtle and don't need it, are doing it because it's just bad towards women, even though, as I see it, it's not something that is sexist, because I'm not sexist. And I'm sorry, I'm not doing that of a job of explaining it, because it. Anyway,
It's
so she
okay,
recently
Mr.
released
Insect.
what? Whatever. So recently she released a video that really irritated me, because they talked very ignorantly about some of the best games I think I've ever played. Like Ghost Trick, they were saying that the female in it was damseled, as even though part of the story and gameplay is that you have to save her constantly. But it's not quite that. It's a good game, and I recommend that all of you play it if you have a DS or emulator. That that because it's just so much for me to explain, or even that it's such a good game that you should all play it. But it has nothing to do with damseling or sexism, and it may sound ignorant me saying that, but it's just completely irrelevant that she used something that was so great as a point that has nothing to do with it. And it's kind of the same with Braid, where she was trying to say, "Oh, look, this great game that you all love. Here's an example of the female running away because you're trying to save her," or something like that. When
Yeah,
there's so much more depth to the
Completely
game.
wrong. And it's like they took points. All right, I don't care if we ruin Braid for people, but that was a good example of one right there. Of they think that's damseling in games, but it's not, because in Braid, when you get to the end and you're trying to save the princess, you find out that the princess is actually running away from Tim because he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
But they don't go that far into it. It's like they're taking examples, and they went really heavy on the Princess Peach one.
Yeah, and they forgot to mention
Oh, God.
Super Mario
Yeah,
Bros.
and they
2.
forgot to listen.
I noticed that.
Yeah, she was talking about, out of all the Mario games, the only one that she's playable in is Super Princess Peach, which is not true, because she's playable in Super Mario Bros. 2. Not only is she playable, she's arguably the best character in Super Mario Bros. 2. She's also top tier in Smash Brothers. And I think it's funny that she complained and she said Peach's power-ups in Super Princess Peach is her mood swings. I have sisters, okay? When my sisters got angry, they could set everything around them on fire. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Yeah, mood swings have a lot of power. So I don't know. The thing that made me angry.
But I mean, that's no different in male protagonist games. There's male protagonist games that go off emotion too.
Yeah. Well, here's what I was gonna say about it.
That argument isn't valid.
They pick things like Princess Peach, and they're like, that's sexist. They pick things like the Princess and Braid, and that's sexist. And Yorda and Eco. Oh, I actually said it right. And they say that that's sexist because they need a man to help them. What about the reverse side of it? If females want to be viewed as independent and strong, why do we always have to be the ones that save their ass when they're in trouble? We got better shit to do. Mario's a plumber. I know he ain't paid his bills in like 40 years.
And he's eating way too many shrooms.
Yeah. No, and the other thing is, why are they taking an example like Princess Peach? Are you saying that you can relate to Princess Peach? Is she likening herself to Princess Peach? Because what's that telling me is that she thinks that she's entitled to something, and men need to wait on her hand and foot.
Yeah, something that also kind of irritates me is that what I've noticed is that when you play a game and you relate to the character, you kind of see things how you want to see it just by your experiences. And what kind of shows me is that she's gone to where I don't know if she writes the scripts, but if she doesn't and just reads it and that's what she's supposed to do, then whatever, I have no grudge against her. Because
she's reading from a script when she's doing her videos.
Yeah, but I don't know if she writes it or not. But to me, it is very apparent that when you play a game, you see something in it. And when that happens to be sexist, I don't care if you're a feminist. I don't care if you're whatever men that are downgrading to women are just sexist,
Is that
it is very
misogynist?
apparent that you're sexist. Thank you. But I don't see any games like that, so it really pisses me off when you're showing a game like Super Meat Boy, and even though they have the Cotton Worlds or whatever it's called, where you get to
Yeah,
play as
You're right.
Bandage Girl.
Hmm.
As I don't see it as sexist, but you see it as sexist towards your gender, and there's such great games that I don't care if they're in it, if that makes sense. It's just evident that that isn't the case to me, at least. If
No,
that makes
I
sense.
get it. I also think that if you're playing games and the only thing that you're looking for is, oh, that's sexist, you yourself are sexist.
Yeah.
Just like if you were to look for something and be like, oh, that's racist. If you're playing a game just to look at something to find something to complain about, for one, you're not a gamer because you're not enjoying the game. You're just looking to start a problem, which doesn't help your cause by looking to start problems. So I mean, there's nothing racist about. I mean, racist. See, now I'm gonna get it wrong thing. There's nothing sexist about Super Mario Brothers. I've never, and it's not like a subliminal thing. She's trying to say that they're subliminal. You know what I mean? They're like the evil men developers put that shit in there. There's nothing subliminal about it. I grew up on Super Mario Brothers, and not once have I looked at a chick and like, I'm probably gonna have to save her someday because she's a stupid, weak woman. No, if anything, Super Mario Brothers probably taught me that if a girl's in trouble, visibly in trouble, you should probably help her, and that's also part of your upbringing, anyways. People aren't sexist because of video games or movies or books. They're brought up that way. It's just their surroundings, so they can try all they want. And on top of that, I don't know why they're lobbying to have things changed when it's a protected art form by the First Amendment.
Yeah. If you want to change, get people to make games change, or if that many people wanted it changed, wouldn't there be developers making it the other way?
Yeah,
And if
actually, that
people
brings up a
were
good point. Because they actually, in the video, said here is a hypothetical situation where there is a strong, independent, playable character, and they show what their idea is. They made a Kickstarter for a video series on why games are bad for feminists. They could have gotten that money and made a game that actually helps their point if they're trying to get something subliminal. And I hope you understand what I mean. Like,
No, I
there's
know.
so many games that are so
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
that
that makes sense.
making us look like crap. Then why don't they get something that makes them look good?
Dude, I said that in my sexism video game rant that I did a while back. I said that you need to fight from the inside. You can't just sit there and complain because you're actually feeding into a female stereotype.
Hmm.
If you're whining and complaining about something on camera, instead of taking all that time and resources to whine and complain about something, if you don't like that there's not a good game with a female protagonist, make a fucking game with a female protagonist. That's good, that we all like. Look at Tomb Raider. Not the old Tomb Raiders, not the over-sexualized one. Look at like the new Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Square took it in the right direction though. That game
Very
is
good
fucking
game.
They
amazing.
also
It's game
they
of the year
also got
material.
accused.
Huh?
I think they got accused or something like that over rape or something in one of the scenes. I ain't played it.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah,
fight off an implied rape in twice. You have to do it twice in Tomb Raider. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but I was saying this as a joke at work. And it's true. Sadly it's true. I'm not going to say there's not sexism in the world and there's not horrible things that happen, but if a girl's going to get shipwrecked on an island that's full of dudes who haven't seen a woman in 30 years, come on, it's prison. It's a
Yeah.
classic prison
Yeah.
scenario. Dudes rape dudes. It just happens. It's human nature. That's not something a book, a movie, or video game, or anything has taught you. That's just primal instinct. You do it. We already know that if she was unconscious, Joe would go for it.
Oh, and I did see how much she raised for that Kickstarter, and it is an obscene amount for what she's brought out.
See, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And she's
It's
raising money
six
for the
figures.
wrong thing.
It's 6 figures.
So we gotta.
I just
Makes you wonder then what you do with the rest of the money because those
Because that is-
videos did not cost her 6 figures.
Yeah, and those flannels that she wears didn't cost 6 figures either.
I mean, a green screen you can do it. A green screen and one program you can do it.
I make videos for free. I don't get any goddamn money. I don't have
Thanks,
ads.
Google.
If you're really passionate about something, you do it yourself. You
Free
don't
for
need
free.
somebody. Exactly. But no, like I was going to say to Kyle, and people can chime in on this one too. I said this in my video before. Another instance was when the Feminist Frequency complained about the zombie bait for Dead Island Riptide.
Right.
Yeah, that's my favorite example. That's my favorite example because for those of you who don't know, when Dead Island Riptide was announced as special edition, it came with a statue of a girl's torso with no arms, no legs, in a bikini, and it was called Zombie Bait. And they complained about it. They said it was sexist. How is that sexist? Because if it was a dude's package, nobody would want it. I'm serious. Dicks are ugly. I'm sorry.
There's an image.
I know, but
There,
like
thank
think
you for
about
that
it.
one.
I mean, sex sells, and if they want it to be a female, like they were angry because it was a female's torso in a bikini. What the fuck else are you wearing on
in the
an
same
island?
respect, if it,
What are you wearing on an island? I said you're not wearing a pantsuit on the beach.
if it was a male's torso, there wouldn't have been an issue.
No, there wouldn't. And you know what? Somebody
There you
did
go,
say
you
that
want-
on Twitter. Somebody bigger said that on Twitter, and they said, yeah, we still would have raised an issue because they were trying to use sex to sell. No, you wouldn't have made it an issue. They're liars.
That's what I don't understand. You want equality, but then you want this double standard set for yourself, where you're kind of in the golden there. That's hypocrisy.
I know.
Makes no sense.
You know what I was really thinking about today? They can't go against books anymore and say that they're sexist, because now people like J.K. Rowling and Stephanie Myers and all them, they're at the top of book charts. Okay, so they can't say books are sexist and blah blah blah. Movies have a lot of strong female leads, especially ones as of recently, so they can't really go for movies anymore. I don't know what they do about TV. I don't care. But right now, the only form of media left for them to attack is video games. So they have nothing.
In her videos, did she talk about any of the good games that have female protagonists?
Yes, she actually did. The only game that she said with a female protagonist that was an actual good game was Beyond Good and Evil. That's an amazing game. But then she referenced Primal. That's a terrible fucking game.
Did she talk about like Heavenly Sword or Mirror's Edge or
Metroid?
Metroid.
Oh, that was a big one.
Mirror's Edge
Portal.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Did she touch base on Portal?
Not that I can remember, but I'd probably get pissed off if she talked about it just because it's her talking about it.
Yeah. I don't think they will touch Portal.
Oh. I'm just saying though that she's. From what I watched, I didn't watch a lot of the videos, to be honest. And I mean, this isn't.
It's hard. It's hard to watch. It's stupidity.
They're like 23 minutes
and,
long.
I mean, the thing I don't understand though is she's talking about how there's not a lot of good, modern games, but yet there are a lot of good modern games with female protagonists. It's not our fault that, I mean, if you look at it from a business respect, I mean, there's probably about 70% gamers are male, 30% are female. Now, if you look at developers, how many developers are male compared to female developers? I mean, you look at that, I mean, they're going to make what sells.
Yeah, no, I know.
Unfortunately,
That was my argument. I mean, take the 6 figures that you're getting to make videos for bashing the shit and fucking, I don't know, start a company that's all female developers. Make games with female protagonists. I don't know. I get so amped up about this because dudes are misrepresented in games too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Gears of War.
That's what I'm saying. Gears of War. I'm
Space
not a
Marine.
fucking. I'm not a bro dude like likes to fist bump my boys and fucking run out and be macho and curb stomp people. That's not
Yeah.
me. I'm
Tell
realistic.
you what,
I'm a scrawny dude. That's never gonna happen. And
he was the
every
original scrawny
main dude
guys.
in the game's every main dude in the game's some macho fucking overbuffed dude who's always grunts and then
At,
fucking
fir- at the first of Splatterhouse, he isn't a very strong person, is he?
no, but then what happens?
He puts on that freaking mask and
No, he's a pussy, and then they put on a mask and make it so he can actually defend himself because regular sized dudes can't defend themselves according to video games. So
Hey, wait. At the start of Far Cry 3, he ain't too. He don't got that many skills.
Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah,
a pussy. He's kind of a pussy.
he was a pussy.
And he slowly.
Yes, being trained in savage African lands, but there's no like average dudes that are super badass. I mean, there are a couple. Like I like Joel from Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
He's a good representation. Not by the end of the game, I think he's a dirty asshole.
Why?
I'm not gonna ruin the ending, but because Joe,
I'll just.
I don't know why I'm calling everybody Joe. Matt hasn't played it yet, but Joel's a good representation. My only thing I have is that right in the beginning of the video when his daughter gets shot, if that was my kid, I would have blown my head off. There would be no Last of Us story. But
That'd be a short game. I'd
Really
see you
badass.
right
I
there.
like Adam Jensen. Adam Jensen's fucking badass.
Adam Jensen was badass.
Adam Jensen. He's wicked badass.
He was wicked badass.
For any of you that haven't played Deus Ex Human
Oh,
Revolution,
okay.
just my
I just
favorite.
played that and I couldn't remember his name because I knew the name. Like maybe a month ago, I just played through it again.
Good game.
Such a good game.
I'm so upset that new one's
Look
got a
at
tablet.
that shit. We had a fucking yes. We had a female go on and like our conversation about feminism. That shit's exciting. I got a notification about it. I like that shit. It's easy to get dudes to agree with you about it, obviously, but like, I don't know. All right, I do want to wrap this up because I gotta work at fucking 6 in the morning. And I'll let you guys make points. I just want to say this because it's the last thing I'll say about it. Anita is welcome to come on PodNyne anytime and debate feminism and gaming. And we will be mature about it, Joe.
Okay.
We will be mature about it. You know, no name calling, no blah blah blah. We can have a good adult, healthy debate. However, when you actually get the walls to respond to me and turn down, notice I didn't say balls. When she inevitably
Sorry, hold on.
when she inevitably turns it down, I'm gonna just assume it's because she can't stack up to us in a debate, or she's doubting herself. Holy shit! We just had a drop in viewers.
Because we're ending, right?
I
They're all
probably because I said when she gets the walls to respond. But yeah, as far as that, Anita from Feminist Frequency, or anybody who represents Feminist Frequency for that matter, or any feminist who actually catches the ass end of this, I would gladly have you guys on as long as everyone can handle themselves maturely. I would also like to
Always
say
do.
that Phil Fish is welcome on, which obviously won't happen, but I'm just going to put that one out there too. And we will be mutually, well, I'll say this. If Phil Fish ever came on, we'd be as respectful to you as you are to us.
To the media.
Yep.
All right, anybody have anything else to add?
I don't hate feminists. I hate extremists.
Oh, I hate feminists.
That's an extremist, so. Well,
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
oh,
hate-
Yeah. Then
I don't
I don't
agree with
necessarily hate
sexism.
feminists, but I hate extremists.
No, I hate feminists because I liken them to the Ku Klux Klan. They think that they're superior to another group. They want their group essentially segregated, and
But,
all they do is
I
Huh?
think if they think that, it's okay as long as they do not act upon it. If that makes sense.
no. I know. Here's the deal. They think that everything's sexist. So I mean, like, I open the door for females, and they think that's sexist. So
I
guess
hate
what?
that, by the way. That bugs the crap out of me.
According to feminists, I'll be a sexist for the rest of my life, and I'll teach my son to be a sexist simply because it's polite to open a door for ladies. So you can't
Chivalry is
win.
sexism.
It doesn't matter what you do. You will never win with a feminist.
I'd like to get a point across that I don't have anything against feminists or any of them. I just have problems with people like Jack Thompson and them.
We'll do that. Actually, no. You know what? You got a good point, and we can do that in the next PodNyne. We'll talk about what was the carry up other what was the other carry up one? PC and consoles.
PC
Yes.
against consoles.
PC against consoles, and then we're going to talk about people like Jack Thompson and Yoon Lee, right? That's the guy who wanted to censor video games or stop sales to minors, and it inevitably led to the First Amendment rights, right? Is that Yoon Lee?
I think. I don't know.
Yeelan Lee? Well, I'll get all the facts correct so I don't look like a fucking moron. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about censorship in video games, since that's essentially what feminists want. It's true. If you change any work of art that's already established, that's censorship to me. And then we'll talk about PC versus consoles.
Respectfully. We'll respectfully talk about it.
No, it's not going to be respectful because I'm going to drink. I've been drinking Evan Williams and Coke. You wait to see how fucking blasted I get next week, and we're going to talk about that.
So excited.
All right, we have no viewers. We just dropped off.
Okay.
All right, guys.
All right.
Take care,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thanks for coming on.
Okay, take care. Okay.
What's going on?
See you next
Okay,
week.
sick moves.